Peace and grace. Hey, London is in. Chago do. Welcome. Hope I said it right. Welcome, London. Somebody welcome London if y'all caught her. Amen. Sister Taimani. All right. Elder Alice. All right. Faith in God 1019. Elder Sister Intercessor Amanda. Amen. We're so glad to have you, Chago Doo. Amen. Grace and peace, Dijon Elder. Welcome, Tone. Amen. Tracy, grace and peace. Ken C6, God bless. I am getting fit. God bless you. RC Rock Church. Pastor Kim, how are you? Pastor Graves, Cleveland, Ohio. Full gospel worship. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Amen. Follow you on from Pastor Hannah Scope. I missed it. Blessed, whatever that was. Pastor John Hannah is blessing my life. Oh my gosh. If y'all didn't catch that scope last night, bless you, Springer Garth, Piano Black. Y'all need to y'all need to follow Pastor John Hannah. It had to happen like this. It had to happen like that. And he already messed with my lesson for today, talking about Joseph. So I already told y'all on my little scope that, I was prepared. It's Adrian from Pastor Hannah. What a word. Blessed Events, New York. Yes, I followed you, I do believe. Oh my gosh. And for you, blessed event from New York. Listen, I asked the Lord, and I shared this with my people. I asked the Lord, what is it about Pastor John Hannah that is blessing us? And God simply said he's a man of prayer. He's a man of prayer. It's not even so much about a great, bless you, Connecticut. It's not even so much about a great word as it is, he is a man of prayer. And as we plug into this prayer thing, it's going to bless us. Now, come on. Invite some followers. Bless all of you that are online. Go and catch up on catch.me, KTCH.me. I shared Catch's scope yesterday so that you all can learn. Good afternoon, Springer Guard, from catch.me. Those of you that are scoping on a regular basis. Yes, prayer is the key. And you want to save your scopes automatically, you can do them through catch.me. So I will be sharing their scopes. That's how I learned how to capture them on catch.me, and they will log automatically on your Facebook page if that's what you would like them to do. Facebook pages that you manage. So how many remember where we were since I took almost the whole week off? Praise be to God. Wanda Joe, Camden Town, W1. Amen. I told y'all I'm giving you a prize. Those of you who can remember, hearts coming in slow. What's that all about? Come on here, hearts. Come on here, hearts. Come on. Thank you, Blessed Events, inviting somebody. Thank you for sharing on Twitter, all of you. Listen, this is a Joseph series that I've been doing. And part one was, can you cope with being God's favorite? Number 2, you can't share your dreams with everyone. Number 3, why are you jealous and I ain't got nothing yet? I know it's bad English. Number 4, when you get, it was a bonus scope, when you're getting shade from your mentor. I am in today, Downingtown, Pennsylvania. And I'm gonna come back to my list, but just for those who don't know me, I am Pastor Kim Davis. Come on here, Dejan. I'm Pastor Kim Davis. I'm the pastor of Ebenezer Full Gospel Baptist Church in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Bishop Paul Sylvester Morton is my spiritual father, and I am the pastor of the River of Life Church in Wilmington, Delaware. And I am the presiding prelate of the Alliance of Eagles Fellowship, which is a fellowship of pastors and leaders and business owners across the nation. Amen. Good to see you too, SM83. So, number 2 was, why are you jealous and I ain't got nothing yet? Number 4 was, that was number 3. When you get, it was a bonus scope, when you get shade from your mentor. Number 5, obedience, the path to destiny. Number 6, they plan to kill you before you get close. Number 7, how far will they go to stop your dreams? Number 8, there could be a friend among your enemies. Number 9, it's not about you, it's about the code. Number 10, praise will speak up for you. Number 11, the big cover up. If you're rescued, you will miss your if they rescue you, you will miss your destiny. And number what is this? I can't read my writing. 12 was you dipped it in the blood. OMG, that was the worst thing you could do when you dipped it in the blood. We like that one. It was good. Come on, do some hearts. Come on, do some hearts. So here we are for part number 13. I do believe it is, and I try to get in here and get off because I know that you all have things to do. So I try to get you on here. I skipped chapter 38 in Genesis, but I'm getting ready to tell you just a little. I'm going to touch on that just a little bit. Genesis 39 verse 1 and 2. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, bought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither. Listen to this. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. Amen. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. The word of the Lord is already blessed. I'm going to talk to y'all in a minute. All y'all that's talking, I'm going to try and catch up. Y'all holler at me in a minute so I can keep my train of thought. But listen, I don't know if I want to jump in from the back or from the front, but let me just say from verse 38, chapter 38, that once Joseph is captured, he's taken, he's sold, all of that, he's been in the pit, all of that. Then you jump from chapter 37 to chapter 38, which a bunch of mess is going on in chapter 38. Why is that? Here's my little revelation. It's not a literal interpretation, but Judah gets off track. Judah gets off track in 38. Come on here, give me some more hearts. Judah. It talks about Judah goes down and spends time with an Adulamite. Okay, Judah goes off. He leaves his brothers and he goes off with some people who, you see it, Pastor Will? He goes off with people who don't even believe in his God like that. And then he marries a Canaanite woman who tended to be one of the enemies of Israel, who God told them when they come into the promised land, drive them out, drive the Canaanites out. Instead, Judah gets off track and goes marry somebody who doesn't even believe what he believes, hanging out with folk who don't believe what he believes. And what happens when your praise gets off track? When your praise gets off track and you begin to place your praise in places and in company where it does not belong, crazy things start happening. Y'all better come on here. What happens when Judah gets off track? What happens when Judah goes in the wrong direction? What happens when you place your confidence and your praise on things that are not God worthy? Then things start going crazy. He marries the wrong person. He has 2 sons, both that God judged, because God just says they're wicked. They're wicked. When Judah gets off track and joins itself with things and people who are not in line with God, the production, the product, the seed that comes out of it is wicked. One of the sons, God just kills. He just kills because he's evil. He's evil. And then, you have to go through there, and he gives the wife to the brother. And then the brother, he does what? He spills his seed on the ground so that he does not produce, so that conception is not taking place. Y'all know that's another whole story. Y'all know he killed him because he spilled his seed on the ground to prevent conception. Come on here, Elder Dejon. That's another whole story. Praise already mixed up. Praise already dealing in some things it shouldn't be. Praise already producing wicked offspring. And then the wicked offspring, come on here, Pastor John, Aaron, Ornan, the wicked offspring begin to do wicked things, and God eventually cuts him out, kills him. So then, of course, he promises Judah promises the wife to the youngest son. That's another whole story, and I'm not going to get deep into it. But what kinds of things come out of this thing when the praise is all messed up. Prostitution, trickery, baby by the father-in-law, and all this kind of craziness. When praise gets off track, all kinds of stuff gets out of whack. So the Bible spends the whole chapter of 38 talking about what happens when Judah goes away and gets off track. So that leads us right into back with Joseph in chapter 39. I'm going to try and get through here. In my 15 minutes. In chapter 39, where you see now that Joseph has been sold, the captain of the guard of Pharaoh buys him from the Ishmaelites. He buys him and brings him to Egypt, to the house of Pharaoh, to be a slave. I'm trying not to get too close to the screen. He brings him to the house of Pharaoh to be, not Pharaoh, Potiphar, to become a slave, right? To become a slave. But why is it that verse 2 says that here is Joseph, he's in slavery now, he's in Potiphar's house, he's in Egypt, all of which represents bondage. Why does verse 2 say, and the Lord was with Joseph? How is the Lord with me and I'm in bondage? How is the Lord with me and I'm in slavery? And not only that, he's a slave now. And it says, and the Lord was with Joseph and he was a prosperous man. Hey, Lady Ellis, he was a prosperous man. How can you be a prosperous man? How can the Lord be with you and you're in slavery? I like the way that the Amplified Bible says it. It says that the Lord was with Joseph, the Lord was with Joseph, and he, even though a slave, became successful and a successful and prosperous man. So that means that when you have the favor of God, come on here, when you have the favor of God on you and you're going through the process, if you see the Lord has already delivered him out of every situation, when you're going through the process, I'm telling you that you are still favored. You still have the favor of God to be prosperous and to be successful. It depends on your mindset. It depends on your mindset, because though the circumstances around you may dictate slavery, you better come on here. It might dictate slavery, but you still are who you are. You are the favorite of the Father. You still have the spiritual coat of many colors. And though they try and put you in bondage, though they try and put you in the pit, though they try and sell you into slavery, you still are the favorite of God, and you still have the capability. You still have what's the word I'm trying to do? The potential. You still have the potential to be prosperous. I don't care where you are. Come on here, Lady Timmons. And so I went through my life. I feel like the apostle. I feel like speaking in tongues. I went through my life and I realized that I was still prosperous when I was a welfare queen. What do you mean you were still prosperous when you were a welfare queen? I was prosperous as a welfare queen. I was prosperous with a minimum wage job. I was prosperous when I got a better paying job. I was prosperous when I went into full-time ministry. I was prosperous when I was doing ministry for free. I was prosperous when I was doing ministry for just a little stipend. I was prosperous when I'm doing ministry even for a salary and benefits. I am telling you that if you believe on the level that you are on, that you are who you are, you will be prosperous in the jailhouse.